Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Far Cry 4. So notice how it says 48.51% done? Yeah. We did quite a bit of stuff off recording. Cleared up most of the collectibles in the south area. Got pretty much all the outposts and bell towers. Minus the fortresses. Figured I could do those on recording, so yeah. And our field quest left and collectibles still though. But we did a lot. Cannon's now available. I forget why the cannon's now available. After we have things like a simple candle, a singing bowl, I can't even say words. Surgical glove. Why do I get sell true and go for like $30,000? Anyway, quick sale. Buy that. Upgrade all this stuff because why not? But cannon. Cannon's not bad. I think it was the... It's not gold though. Well, there being a gold in revolver in Far Cry 3 that you got from the whole Uplay thing. But we're back in Bandipur, so let's see what all I've done. Okay, so we've cleared out pretty much all the collectibles here. Cleared out the majority of side quests too. I left the hind quest. There's also these quests to do. I cleared out most of the assassination, eye for eyes, hostage rescues. What else was it? Oh yeah, the whole armed escorts, because those are always fun. And the getting supplies. Which is quite easy if you have a frickin' buzzer, but some of those don't, which, yeah. Driving, So anyway, also you notice how it's red in some places. That's because we don't actually have control over them. We can't get control until story progress. I didn't think we had Turfna yet. Turtha. Yeah, there's a few things here we should probably get while we're here. The mask, like over here, the army supply flight, pain in the ass to get because you have to go like from all the way over here, up the mountain, across the mountain to get to that. Tedious. Can't remember if I have to actually do that for anything. Like, maybe I should check the store again. I have to actually do the race for like some collectible signature, I should say. Outpost Fortresses Arena. I probably won't ever get that one. that one though, which is overpowered as hell. Bounty 50 quests, I could do that. Auto control quest, I could do that. Not sure if I actually even need to do that for something. Don't think I really need to. But I should check my, what is it? My progress, that would actually say. Like how it says SP rewards and all that. Okay, so racing, it just gives me XP. Okay. Collectibles. Progress. Oh yeah, I have to look at those, don't I? Okay, so let's see why I don't think I'm missing anything. I haven't read here yet. Places though. Since I passed by Baghadur, we'll have leader Pegman awarded Baghadur Fortress sometime referred to by its own name of Ragatawada to Norse. Thanks for many years of dedicated service. One for a king could be seen in this gesture, though slow to Montreal family. This one here is actually a bit easier to take compared to some of the fortresses. Just because there's a good flanking point on it. The monastery Arca legend states that this is where the goddess Kira created the Krati language. These forest tales pale in comparison to the light of pagan men's wisdom. Literature keen for proper learning, not outdated fairy tales. The Rock of Brick Factory once faced ruin, but the ever-generous King Pagan men revived it. Now this fancy Krati landman is once again in operation, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No longer staffed by unsupervised children, they now proud to tap Krati's economic fortitude. And Tirtha, King Mangower deployed and begun rebuilding this village to raise it to northern standards, following the tyranny of the Golden Path. While much work remains to undo the damage of their tyranny, Tirtha's fort fast becoming a beacon of an ideal Krati village. I guess there is some animals, right? Anyway, the tiger. The Krati tiger shows many traits with the distinguished Governor Yuma, an elegant guardian who strikes without mercy against her enemies, but to the people of Krati she is a loving mother who nurtures and protects her cubs. Right. Ah yes, that thing. This rail fish is named after the dark waters it prefers to lay its eggs in. Blackwater dragons are atrialbino. They are prized by great governors for its part in extracting useful information from terrorists. Slow foot but harder shell, one can easily see the similarities between the red-crowned turtle and the Golden Path. Grenade stuffed in the throat, however, is more sufficient when dealing with both. Can't remember if there was anything else I didn't get yet. Crocodiles. And okay, so journal entries. We've read that one. No brutal actions. The experts for foreign criminals, and yeah, we've read that one. We read that one. So here we go. There's so much uncertainty in the future. Sometimes I catch myself wishing she wasn't with child. As soon as I think I am overcome with guilt, I must remind myself that this is a good thing. I love Ishwari and the child she bears. I love that we will soon become a family. I hope that our child is born into a secure and prosperous Karat. You know it's too good to be true. We've been betrayed by pagan men. We spent months fighting alongside his men. Just as we seized the powers, he killed the royal hero and installed himself as king. There was a bloodbath. Pagans men turned on us, and many were lost before they even realized they were in danger. Apparently I escaped with my life and am now in hiding with a handful of survivors. Krat is now in the hands of a traitor's dog. A dog I intend to put down before I die. So basically pagan men saw an opportunity and took it. And that pissed everyone off. Fair enough. Pagans' influence grows every week. People flock to join the Royal Army while his guards, those thugs he brought from Hong Kong, tear the country apart. We lost another 3 outposts last night. The better trained and better armed. We lack organization. As Roy thinks I should be the one to lead what's left of the warriors against Min's regime. Just beats a dream in which we walk along a golden path. I worry for her safety. We decided to name the baby RJ, or AJ if it's a boy. The last couple of months have been difficult, but I've managed to find more surviving members of the Warriors movement. We set up camp in the mountains. Many survivors owed their lives to a handful of pagans mercenaries. So we feared the order to turn on us and instead stirred with us. Together we will form a new resistance called the Golden Path. As Roy smiled when I told her the name. It was the first time I've seen her smile in months. Once victory is achieved in the absence of royal hell, the Turun Matata will serve as the head of state under a regent. All industry, finance, and transportation will be nationalized. The Kratri army will be reformed under the command of the Turun Matata. New trade agreements will be established with China and India, as well as the West, and a petition will be submitted to join the United Nations. A graduate income tax will be implemented, child labor will be abolished, and education will be free for all. Well, at least he had good ideas in mind. Troy and I fought again. We never used to act like this, but lately it seems like everything sets her off. She again brought up the issue of allowing women into the Golden Path, and I put my foot down. Frontlands are no place for them. Let them work in our kitchens. Well, so much for good ideas. Hospitals that drive-throughs and carry munitions. To insist a female corpse could be combat ready in as few as 3 months. We need more fighters, but now is not the time for radical ideas. My son was born today. His name is AJ Gale. He weighs 5 pounds and 4 ounces and measures 17 inches long. His eyes look exactly like her Rory's, and all he does is cry and sleep and suckle. Feel a renewed sense of purpose. Kratri will be free, I swear. I will not rest until Pagan Man is dead. My son will grow up free and without fail. AJ, my beautiful boy, every day I hold you in my arms as a gift. You are my light and strength. I pray to cure the daily for your health and safekeeping. Pray for an end to our current hardships before you are old enough to understand them, so that your childhood can be spent running free in the fields and valleys. Pray that you grow to become a good man and one who knows the meaning of duty, honor, and compassion. Right. CIA contact has made good on its promise to deliver the weapons. I'm usually wary of the strangers bearing gifts. In this case, I made an exception. Glad I did. We now have enough firepower to stand even further with the Pagan's men. Well, we've begun the task of training the men to use these new arms. The American offered to provide me with military advisors, but I declined. This is a war for good, and I was to be won by Kratis, not Americans. Well, given the fact that Pagan brought in mercenaries, I think he's a bit hesitant about that too. So, Lost Letters. This here will be more relevant later on once we get to a certain point in the story. But, yeah. From Charlotte, June 1819. Robert, at the time of writing this, I imagine you're still at sea, having set sail for Korat. Please write as soon as you can. Despite the unyielding waves of nausea, I still wish to know you have arrived safely with your limbs intact. Eternally yours, Charlotte. From Robert, June 1819. Dear Charlotte, you've been foremost in my thoughts since we set sail. Have the horrible morning miseries subsided? Promise me you will call on the doctor. Surely they can be cured through the application of medicines or bleaches. The relentless heat hill, if bare steps will render me soaked in sweat, has made for an unfortunate introduction to the breathtaking beautiful region of Korat. I'm training the local Gurkha Brigade, or rather they are training me, including my highly qualified superiors at the East India Company, overlook the scale both with the blade, what they call the Kirki, kukri, kukri, and the rifle. I may inform the company as such, and hasten my return to you. The local culture is intoxicating. You would be overwhelmed by the colors and designs of garments and tapestries. I hope to understand their meanings more fully. Miss you greatly and eagerly await your words. Love, Lieutenant Robert F. Barclay. East Indian Company. Stuff. Robert, you have left me slightly confused. Were you concerned when you agreed to leave your freshly married wife and set sail for Crete? Or was it when it dawned upon you that you left an unborn child in your wake? How odd in a courtship you describe marriage as a covenant, one that continued into death. I realize the danger in which I have placed myself. Should someone intercept this letter and read such inflammatory correspondence, I already feel as abandoned as one might be in prison. The misery has not subsided, nor has the pestering of your mother. Perhaps you could write her and explain. If I need care, I will ask. My words fall on deaf ears. I have an urge to follow Lady Godivar, ride unnatural on horseback to someone, listen to my pleas for some time to myself. But I'm not sure that would be healthy for the boy. Yes, I've decided our child is a boy. His name will be Thomas. Do be careful so that your child might meet his father. Yes, I've decided our child is a boy. Doesn't matter if it's a girl, I've decided it's a boy. Okay. Marriage is indeed the most sacred convent. I realize the miseries of your condition would tempt you to forget or act in accusatory ways, but remember my love and look forward to the benefits this trip will affect for a growing family. All this reading. I do not seek your pity, but last night an attempt was made on my life. One of the locals insulted after I spat on the overly spiced food he gave. After I spat out the overly spiced food he gave me. Thankfully, one of the Gurkhas came to my rescue. In an instant, my assailant lay slain on the floor. I thanked him in his native tongue. I came to pick up small tokens of the language and often hear them talking of the local myths, not distinguish them fully, but I am entering closer to the understanding. I count the days until I return and help you welcome our son into the world. Why adore Thomas? Answered your father's name. I've always admired the name George myself. Do not be so foolish as to get yourself killed. I hope the thought of Thomas with our father to shepherd him through his life is enough to encourage you to be more careful. I must admit, I personally regret the harshness of my last letter. Birth child and alone in such a large house bears down on the mind. Perhaps you should be accompanied by this Gurkha at all times. Needs until you're familiar with the local customs. Dar's kept again today. It brings me joy to find his life stirring. He's much like his father, allergic to keeping in one spot for long, curiosity that will no doubt run him afoul of foolhardy circumstances. That being said, I'm curious as to the local myths you speak of. It would be a welcome break from Bible study. I look forward to your response, Charlotte. P.S. Unless you want our child to be a reckless womanizing in charlatan, King George is out of the question, would you like to add a fourth as well? My father's name should suit him just fine. As clairvoyant as you are witty. The Gurkha who saved me, he's called Nandi, is ridden by my side. He comes and goes with the grace of a kappa, appears whenever those need. He had taken me to the monumental statues of Kira, the sleeping saints as the locals call them tomorrow. They called from the earth built over 300 years ago to honor the first beings created by Banisher, god of gods. Kira, in her search for enlightenment, journeyed all of Krati deep into the secret places. She finally achieved nirvana. Her spirit crashed out of her skull to the sound of a bell and created a paradise called Shangri-La. Fantastic, isn't it, Charlotte? Wish I could feel the life it gets over time, but this journey will provide him steps worthy of following. P.S. I was thinking of my Uncle George, now a former king, who, Colonel Sins aside, was still appointed by powers greater than we, and worthy of her respect. Right. So much reading. This cure sounds fascinating. Certainly rubbish, but a good tale. Krati's imagination is truly a wonder. Probably should take note of the fantastic things you see. I care not for truth, enlightenment is far more important. Entertainment is far more important. Yeah, you must be careful. I'm happy to hear a local is accompanying you, but his eagerness is suspicious. Can Nandy be trusted? Also take note of this. She's encouraging him here. It'll be relevant later in the letters. Can Nandy be trusted? Forget my suspicions. I debated whether to tell you, but I had an awful dream last night. I was alone in a dark forest. I had just given birth to a child, but he was stillborn. Clutched him crying when a man appeared before me. He was painted white with a terrifying golden mask. He took her child from her arms, hauled him to the flowing river, bloody red. He went straight into the water with her child, disappearing into his depths. All I could do was scream. Damn it, take of her. What's odd is I was not screaming for Thomas. I was screaming for you. Not been able to sleep since. Please tread carefully, my love. My dear Charlotte, my only opium has been the intoxicating revelation from High Priest Kepler. He took us several days to find him in the mountains, but it looked as if he was expecting our arrival. His assistant, Rajaprit, translated, but when I asked about Shangri-La, she refused. She must have thought I was unworthy. Can you believe it? Only when I offered my entire purse was I invited inside. I was taken to a chamber to see the Thanka. There's only one piece, but there were 4 hours, but he only allowed me to see one. I took one look, and I felt a flash of white. I became a warrior in karate, but thousands of years ago I met Tiger, the purest warrior I've seen. Prophecy was foretold. The river flowed red just as you saw. Everywhere I saw horrible men with masks. I found a giant bell chained to the ground. I smashed the chain and it rang, waking me a cold sweat. I must rest. Guru Kabel has promised to show me the second thanker tomorrow. So, yeah. My dog is upset. Robert, are you back on that wicked pipe, or sick with some terrible fever? I fear you must have been seduced by the evil Nandi with its extravagant tales. Oh, surely you should recognize that if a man calls himself priest, but then demands your entire purse for entry into his cult, he's a false prophet. No true servant of God would demand money for knowledge. Right. Only agents of evil seize upon the impressionable and weak and extort them for all they are worth. Overall, I don't know what to believe. Is it not enough that I have to go through this pregnancy alone, that my husband seem to be losing his very mind in the process? I've been quite sick of late, and I'm as tired of this pregnancy as I am weary of worry. You know I love you and know you want the best for us all. If need be, I'm prepared to write your superiors in order to get you help that you need and brought home safely. I pray this is a cruel game and you just brought passage aboard this net ship. So much reading. Charlotte, this is no game. I have seen Shangri-La. See, this will be important later on. It is more than real, it's extraordinary. Guru Kabal brought me to the second thanker. A world where gravity was a plaything, and water flowed up and stared down. These bells, the bells of my enlightenment are chained. I must save them. Free them from the Rakshasa. A winged demon controls Shangri-La, turning it to evil. Who knows what he'll do found out. Shangri-La, Krat, England, none of us are safe. When the sound of the ring can purge the land of wickedness, Kala Nag will be the first to destroy it. The tiger knows the truth just as well as I. See, now he's starting to sound like a crazy person. But, remember, she encouraged him. I will not waste my time with that. I am doing this for the good of my family. Guru Kabal told me, those who have not seen the thanker will never understand. If you dare mention one word to the colonel, I promise you will not say a dime of my earnings. Who will they believe? Myself or a pregnant housewife? I'd rather a child starve than to be deterred from my mission. So he's given up on the whole lieutenant and just gone to Robert Barclay now. Yeah, he's going a bit crazy though. So anyway, my dog is upset, and I'll be right back. Okay then, so that was practically 20 minutes of reading. Wonderful episode so far. At least we're caught up on all that. A for fair episode.
They say you saw the hidden camp and the horrors that took place there.
So, how the hell am I even gonna... I guess I'd have to leave town to get to it. So we're gonna grab a few things, do Barter's mission. Not sure if we have enough time for lunch in this is. No. Also, one thing I've noticed is that pretty much all his victims all wear sunglasses. Don't know why that is, but it's a thing. After the search in the usual paper, you were right, son. Young, I know that soon you will wake from your slumber, and this time there will be no banisher to protect the Lotus children. Please accept this offering, as I have accepted your call from the deep. Sincerely, the goat. Ooh, a light bulb. And a circuit board. And I have unloaded spring. Stop getting winded. Well, at least I think I do. Oh yeah, I forgot I have to do this too. Jeez, I have a lot of points. I can't do that because Shangri-La. That one I could do after launching this quest. Have a takedown, I can't... Oh, I have to do one of the racing quests to be able to get vehicle takedown, to get chain takedown. That's why I need to do that. Right. One bomb diffuser to get that. Definitely need chain takedown, so I'm gonna have to do that. Can't have more health yet. Haunted syringe is useful. Overdose syringe, I don't really use it. Or use multi syringes. Should use the haunted syringe, but Primal spoiled me with the ability to just basically go and turn that on with one button. Need more to be able to do that. Yoga energy things. Reach rank 2. I think I'm already... Like, shouldn't I already technically be rank 2? I might work on that one. It's not too difficult. Not sure. That one requires... Same as that. Not too much I could get at the moment. There's a crafting, elbows, bait bag. So that would match our throw bag. Can now carry up to 15 grenades, molotovs, and throwing knives. For some reason, throwables and bait bags are separate things. Cause you know, despite them all being throwable items. Snow efforts are gonna take a while. And pretty much everything else is... yeah. Rare animals. Okay, fine, we'll go to one of those racing crests. One of them. But I'm not a fan of racing.
Hello. I got a message someone here wanted to meet me.
Yes, hello, hello, hello. Sharma Salsa, founder, CEO, and owner of Karate International Association of Films, Karate Film Directors, and the Actors Guild of Kirat. Pleased to meet you, darling.
I'm AJ.
It's my pleasure. Don't be silly, sweetheart. It isn't every day you meet such a stunning young man. Why, you remind me of the late, great Riti Nin Riti Kapoor, one of Kirati's film's finest. But that was long ago.
She just molested the child.
I'm still very much into the karate film scene, don't get me wrong. But that's not where the audience is anymore, or the money.
But...
Go, bro. This is where the audience is. Flying
Porn's
off
always
cliffs,
needed.
watering rivers, enduring epic wipeouts. You're doing that for free right now anyway, right, sweetheart? All I need you to do is film yourself on a few races I've set up. I'll produce. We'll upload the final product. And then watch the money roll in.
I guess. Yeah, sure.
You're going to be a star.
I'm sure I will be. Now that we've done that, what the hell are that races? Well, that was one. Sure, I could go do that anyway. Before I do a Barter's thing. Paul goes back to the US to visit his wife and daughter every 6 weeks. Good for him. Anyway, we have to do at least one race.
It's gotten to the point where when I hear someone cry out, I don't even pay attention.
Doesn't matter if we get gold, just have to do it. Oh god, that's
Just
chickens.
race your heart out, darling, and I'll be down the track filming. Together we'll make magic. And money!
We almost fell off after we were running over a chicken. Train for these damn things to go through. Oh, that's gonna be fun. What's that bell or what? I can't tell. Probably a, what? It just stopped moving for some reason though. Like I'm holding down on W, or it just stopped. That was weird. Come on. Oh, we're not gonna get gold because of that. We would have had gold, but it stopped. Meh. I would redo it, but I just need to get that. Didn't need to get gold. Just had to get it done. Gotta keep reminding myself that. So now I can have vehicle takedown. Transport alongside an enemy vehicle and press F to kill the driver and front passenger. And chain takedown, which is very useful. Like, for example, distractions. Anyway. Now we can go do barter square. Now, one thing that bothers me is, like, occasionally me and Pat do Far Cry 3 co-op because, I don't know. I mean, all it is basically like Left 4 Dead style stuff, but the weapon leveling up system intrigues us for some reason. So occasionally we do that, but boy is that lacking. Like, I mean, sure you have like none of the skills Jason would have, or like we would have in this. So it's like chain take. My wingsuit. What happened to my wingsuit? Why didn't trigger? What's the point of having a wingsuit if the wingsuit doesn't wingsuit? Stupid. Try that again. Wingsuit. There we go. Yeah, so it's like chain takedown. Nope, you don't have that. You can take down a guy. You can't just do the whole fun. Throw a grenade afterwards, or throw a knife, chain takedown. Nope, but you took down a guy. Now, hopefully they don't notice you. And if they notice you, they know exactly where you are for the rest of the map, practically. You don't get the nice notifications that, hey, they're looking your direction. It's like, oop, they found you. So now, well, you're screwed for the rest of the game. Because they know where you are. It doesn't matter if you try to hide. They know exactly where you are, practically.
People are dying faster than we can cremate, and all the ash is turning the lake water to
Paying respect to the families.
Maybe.
I've never seen anything like
Also,
this.
you also have yellow eyes.
Well, I've never seen anyone carry around their mother's ashes.
Yeah. You think my father's funeral was like this?
I was too young. But I know his death broke the golden path. Things would be different now if he died fighting. But he didn't. He was murdered.
Murdered? Oh wait, what happened?
All I know is that he was killed in his house east of Banapur. It's still there. Maybe you could go there and find out more about him. Just be careful. That area belongs to Noah now. I have to go.
Honestly, Bard is probably one of the most interesting Golden Path characters. But we really don't. But that's like the only mission from Bardra. You don't really talk to her otherwise, practically. She's like one of the most interesting characters. You don't really talk to her. You have to deal with Amita and Sabal. So, over here would be the house. That's where one of the journal entries are. We definitely want to go though. I'm trying to think if I can do that in this video. I think I have enough time. Might as well. Just need a car. Hey, you. Dick. Okay, fine, I'm taking it out. Ripped by a large point because I accidentally hit someone with the elephant. Now, am I even going the right way? Whoa! I think they killed my elephant. The hell? Whoa. I was gonna smash that truck. The hell happened now? Also, will you stop shooting me like seriously? Of course, the house is in the most secluded spot in the frickin' area. But you know, why not? Not the most beautiful house. Also, someone's graffitied all over my house. My house, I mean, Dad's house. First, the Gale Homestead. This is the Montreal County's most hated trip, Montreal County. Forgotten ruin of a forgotten man. Well, there you go. Oh, so I went through journal entry. Wait, I can have a skill? I thought I got... I was just saying I had skill points when I can't really spend them yet, so... Shrug. Anyway. The war does not go well for us. Pagan is proper young protege named Yuma Lau in charge of finding down any former mercenaries who once worked for him. She's been incredibly effective in her role, and every turn we are outnumbered, outgunned, and outclassed. Don't know how much longer we can hold out. Kill or help us, we must find a way to even the score. Maybe... time to take a risk. May bandage or watch over Jory and AJ should anything happen to me. So now then...
Oh, wait, what? Empower like empower? But that's an archaic term. It still means disavow.
What, like flammable and inflammable? Oh, shit.
Oh!
Om Nam Shiva, Om Nam Shiva, Om Nam Shiva, Om Nam Shiva, Om Nam Shiva.
Welcome, my brother. You've come to a place of peace, where the demons of modern life cannot reach you. You are safe here.
Oh, our friend, Om Nam Shiva, Om Nam Shiva, comes from afar, seeking answers. We can give him those answers.
For a nominal fee.
Right? Nothing in life is free. I'm sensing...
We are sensing.
We are sensing... You want to know who we are? Right, I'm Yogi, and this is Reggie.
But you, stranger, you're the son of a legend.
What?
I see a world of danger and a mother with a blackened heart. AJ Gale! Welcome to Guru Ashram. What are you doing here?
This is my parents' house. Why don't you guys get out?
Oh, what? Why does he want us to get out?
I don't know, ask him.
You ask him.
Hey, I'm right here.
Oh, he's right here. Good for him, he knows where he is.
Okay, welcome, come in.
Yeah, after all, two case.
We'll clean up. We'll be out momentarily.
But first, let's have a little peace pipe where we hash out the details.
Would be fun
something,
if
right?
I was getting high.
You know what? I think I'm okay. So what are you guys doing here anyway?
AJ, we represent the interests of a certain power broker.
Right, she'd like to press the flesh, as it were. A little meet and greet.
You being the meat.
Well, we tried the carrot.
Guess he wants to stick then.
Hey!
As I said about... Well, time to pass out.
They do say winners don't do trouble.
Oh yeah, I have to do this too. Well, won't this be fun? Oh yeah, by the way. Because YouTube's going to love this part.
People of Kira, who do you cheer for? The brave elephants? Or the fierce tigers? Or do you cheer for the terrorists? Son of the terrorist Mohan Gale, fugitive of the Golden Path, killer of innocent men, women, and children of Kirat. He abandoned his people to live in the decadence of America. But he returns in chains to face judgment. Your judgment, people of Kirat. AJ Gale! Some people believe you can make a difference here, AJ. This is the moment of truth. Look to your feet when you hit the arena. There'll be a blade hidden in the sand. If you do not survive, there's no hope for you or I. Oh, AJ. Welcome to Shanad Arena! Let the betting begin!
Oh god, I think that's how I jumped now. Oh god, I'm going to die already. Oh, that was a shotgun. take that knife. No. Okay. Let me say I have some ammo. I'll take that. But, yeah, oh god, he's on fire.
Putting their faith in you, Mr. Gale. Let's see if the next round can end their pathetic rebellion.
Tiger. Go eat them. Good job, Tiger. Go attack. Freaking Tiger. How difficult this is without my good weapons. I missed. Definitely need more.
Could this terrorist be the next great arena champion? Place your bets for the penultimate round. Man and beast may have fallen at his feet, but before he wins his freedom, there is one more challenge to face. Let the final round begin!
We're doomed. Grenades. We're dead. We're just dead. So that didn't go as planned. He's still alive, but I can't tell. There we go. Yeah, we did it. Wasn't that exciting? I was not prepared for that. Yay, pants.
Walk with me.
You tried to kill me.
And now I'm not.
You know what? Fuck you.
Stop. Wait here.
They have guns.
Just listen.
And boobs.
Paul has my family. Until I know they're safe, I'm trapped here doing whatever Pagan wants me to do.
What does this have to do with me?
The Golden Path wants Paul dead. I need my family safe. We can help each other.
How?
I can get you back into a stronghold. Oh, and AJ. Take it easy on Reggie and Yogi. They're being played, just like you and I.
Right.
It's the son of
Dorina. Reminds me. Do I have to do that? I think I do. Well, I might work on that and oh god, and now those quests too. Yay. I might work on that in off time. I'll probably reach for at least rank 2. I'm not sure about rank 10 right now. That might take a while. But anyway, next time, also, we should probably read about them. Norse material instinct for all threat knows no bounds, be they man or beast. Like a mother eagle watching her nest, she would do anything to protect her children and keep them from evil. Visit Jennifer and will witness her benevolence firsthand. Also, Reggie and Yogi, these two outsiders, are guests of Nor, and therefore guests of Kingmen. Island residing in Krat is an act of unimaginable kindness. Their gratitude can be seen on their faces each and every day. Because they're so hot. Oh boy, they're so hot. Well, look at them go. Anyway, next time we'll probably return to the house. So that's for next time. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all, and have a nice day.